Zijn we al live? Oh, en er zijn er al mensen. Zijn er al mensen wakker ook? Ja? Hallo, goedemorgen. Good morning. We're gonna do a flow today. I'll just wait until we have some more people joining. Hi everyone. So I got 2 bricks. If you have something that resembles a brick, you can use it for some of your balances. But I'm not doing something very specific with props today. But sometimes it's just nice to have them near the mat, you know, to give yourself options. We're gonna start standing up today. So I'm gonna do a flow with a little bit of everything, just to get you ready for your day. So we'll start with focusing on the breath. So if you come to the front of the mat, just for camera angles, I'll turn towards the camera, but you can just come to the front of your mat here. Just have your feet hip width apart. Soften your knees, soften your ankles, soften your joints so that you can just be that little bit softer. Just close your eyes. Take a moment to deepen your breath. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can start to bring that in. And just take a moment to practice to lengthen out each inhale and each exhale. So we don't want to push the breath, but we want to really feel elongating each breath. So that it becomes deeper and slower. And we even want that in a flow practice, even if we're going with a nice steady rhythm, moving through these different poses, we still want to keep that sensation of that slow, long breath. And then on your exhale, just sink down a little bit more. Just feeling like grounding down a bit further, even having a gentle bounce. And then on your inhale, I want you to push down into the floor and that lifts you up. So you feel for a lengthening through the body. On your exhale, you sink. Sinking down to your joints. And on your inhale, you push the floor away. You lift up. Just keep that going. Exhale to soften. And inhale to lift up. Keep going with that quality of the breath. Exhale to drop, to sink. Maybe the shoulders you want to sink. And the inhale to lift and open a bit more. Take one more. Next time you will lengthen, open your eyes. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a breath exercise. This is called Uddiyana. And Uddiyana is actually a little bit of a lift of the center, a lift of the diaphragm and a bit of the pelvic floor as well. If you've never done this before, I'll just give a little demo. So just showing you my belly, because we want to have the belly moving in and up. So I'm going to take an inhale. Then I hold. Then I'm going to exhale out through the mouth, empty the breath out. Hold out, then pull belly in and up. And then you inhale again when you need to. So it feels a bit like the moment when you exhale out, that you're pulling the belly up and you're expanding your ribs. In a way, you're creating space for everything to lift. So it gives you a little bit of a stretch of your core, of your pelvic floor, and a little bit of your psoas muscle as well, or that's what it feels like for me. Bend your knees and just place your hands into your thighs. We'll just take one together. Take a deep inhale. Take a moment to hold, feel the chest already lifting. Then exhale out through the mouth. Empty the lungs, hold your breath out, pull belly in and up, expand the ribs. Then inhale, of course, when you need to, and just lengthen back out. Stay to the front of the mat. From here, just send your arms up above your head. With your left hand, you're going to grab your right wrist and it's going to pull it over to the left side, opening the right side of your ribs. Press down with your right foot so you keep the connection with the floor. And I really feel that your lower ribs can drop down. Maybe that right shoulder blade can slide up a little bit more towards your right ear, so you really get a nice stretch there for the back muscles. On your inhale, lift up. Change hands, so you're going to grab your left wrist, and then you're going to pull your left hand over to the right. Press that left foot down to the floor. So you really feel that length on the entire left side of the body, opening left side of the body. Maybe you can go that little bit further. Working a little bit into the side muscles. And then lift it all the way back up. Interlink your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, a little bit like a hammock feeling for your head. And you're going to squeeze your elbows towards each other. Now the squeezing action of the elbows is quite important, so we want to activate the back muscles and the serratus anterior there, which is that sort of muscle that wraps around from the back to the ribs. So you're going to squeeze the elbows, press down through the feet, then inhale, telescope your ribs up. Feel your heart lifting, feel the back of your arms lifting. You can allow the head to drop back. You can sometimes feel like a feeling like you have to get used to, especially in the morning. So just take your time. It might be nice to use your hands to traction the head a little bit away from the neck. You're pressing down to the four corners of the feet, pressing down whilst lifting up. And bring your head all the way back on top of your spine. Send your arms out to the side, and then from here we're just going to rotate from the thumbs. So the thumbs are going to rotate back. That lifts the palms up, and then that rotation keeps on going into the forearms. So keep reaching the thumbs back, rotating the thumbs back. So you feel that rotation going all the way to the elbows into the upper arms. And you might notice that your chest will start to open. We're going to take it the other way. So now the thumbs are going to roll forward and then down. Keep that rotation going. So then you're moving your forearms, you're rotating your forearms forward as well. And then your upper arms, your shoulders will roll in, and you feel that you get a bit more of a stretch there in the back body. Let's do that again. So inhale, lifting thumbs, spiraling the thumbs back, opening the chest. Exhale, rolling thumbs forward, spiraling the arms forward. One more time. Inhale, roll thumbs back. Find a bit of an opening in the chest. And exhale, rolling thumbs forward, spiraling forward, opening the back. And from here, one more time, you're going to roll the thumbs back. And then from here, you're going to interlink the fingers behind the back. Interlink the fingers behind the back. Little bend in your elbows, especially if you've got very mobile elbow joints. And you just want to feel that you can squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Send your sitting bones down towards your heels. And then feel your sternum, your breastbone lifting up. Now send your knuckles down to the floor. It can be quite nice to actually allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. So you get a nice stretch through the back of the neck. See if you can breathe around the chest area, back of the neck. We're going to release the hands, bring them forward, and lift the head back on top of the spine, and then you're going to hook the thumbs together. So you're creating so if you're doing shadow puppetry there with your hands, you're going to pull the thumbs away from each other so you feel some engagement there around your upper arms and your shoulders, and maybe even the back a little bit. So you're trying to pull the thumbs away from each other. Little bend in the knees. Now inhale, you're going to push down through the feet, lift the hips up, lift the chest, lift the arms up and back, maybe a little bit of an arch, keep pulling the thumbs away from each other. And then on your exhale, you're going to release the hands and fold forward. Maybe you want to bend your knees here, interlink the fingers behind your back again. Have that little bend in the elbows, and then feel that you can slide your shoulder blades down the back. And then you can bring your hands further up and away from your shoulders. Lengthen your left leg, keep your right knee bent, and you're going to just twist your chest towards the left side. And you can hook your right shoulder a little bit over that bended right knee. Relax the neck, feel the head, the jaw can sink a little bit with gravity. And then from there, changing over. Press to your right foot, lengthen the right leg, bend your left knee, and you're going to hook your left shoulder over your left leg and spiral the chest towards the right side of the room. Soften the neck, maybe just feel again what that means to soften. And then from there, release the hands. Bring your hands out in front of your feet. The hands on the floor, on your shins. And just going to scoop the chest forward. Take a deep inhale. Feel the heart moving forward. Create that space in your lower back and your core. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring the hands down. Step back into a downward facing dog. Moving hips away from the hands. Spread the hands. Relax the neck. Feel that you can hug your forearms towards each other. So you're really starting to engage the entire arms. And feel the chest draping and the shoulders wrapping. And on your inhale, you're going to lift the heels up. You're going to roll forward to plank. Bring your knees down to the floor. Hug your elbows in. You're going to lower your chest and your chin down. It's a little bit different chaturanga. So you really want to have your bum sticking up. A little bit of an arch into your back there. You're going to move your chest forward. Keep hugging the elbows in so you're really working in your arms still. And with your hands, you can try and pull the ground back a little bit. You feel that moves your chest a bit further forward. Then from there, you're going to press with your toes to move your chest through your arms. I'm a bit stuck there with my wire. And you're going to come to a cobra here. So just lengthen your legs out, roll your shoulders back, move your chest forward. If the lower back feels a little bit compressed this morning, hands a bit further out, and you can drag the ground back. Move your ribs forward, maybe even soften the chin towards the chest. It can be nice just to move the head and the neck a little bit, but keep really feeling that your hands are active, you're pulling the ground back, and your legs are active, you're pressing the feet down, sending your sitting bones back. And lower back down. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, and now from there, come to all fours. From here, we're going to take a cat-cow. So take an inhale, pull the ground back, and move your chest forward. A little arch there of the spine. Maybe looking up as well. Exhale, press down through your hands. Pull the belly in and round your spine. Maybe bring the chin in towards the chest as well. Nice stretch for the back body. Inhale, move the chest forward. Again with your hands, you can pull the mat back a little bit. And exhale, pulling belly in, rounding the spine. One more time. Inhale, scooping the chest forward, arching. And exhale to round the spine. Then find neutral. So the crown of the head is reaching forward and the tailbone is reaching back. We're going to just create a little bit of stability there around your lower back, activating the core. So the right arm is going to go forward. Keep the hand no higher than your right shoulder, and then your left leg is going to reach back. Maybe the toes want to stay tucked under, but you want to really reach back through the left heel. Maybe that left leg can float up. Again, it's not about how high you can go, so you want to keep that spine in neutral position. And then on your exhale, you're going to lower the right hand and the left leg back down. Change. Left arm forward, right leg back, maybe with the toes tucked under, or maybe the right leg wants to hover. Finding that stability. Length through the spine. And then lower left hand, right leg down. One more time. Right arm, left leg. Keep the breath just going and flowing. And then from there, we're going to bring the right hand and the left thigh together. And you just want to create a little bit of resistance there. Press the hand back into the thigh. Thigh back against the hand. Keep your spine long, so we're not rounding here. Keep your spine in neutral, but you should feel that your side abdominals there are starting to activate. Let's release that. Other side, left arm forward, right leg back. Nice stretch out. Keep the spine long. And then left hand, right thigh together. You're going to press them together. Activating, you feel your core getting active. Really, if you push your thigh back into your hand, hand back into the thigh, keep the chest moving forward. And from there, release that. Now we're going to lift the right leg back and up again. Bend your right knee, and then you can flex your right foot here. Don't bring it too high yet. Then inhale, you're going to push the hand or pull the hands back, and then move the chest forward. Maybe lift the foot, so a bit of an arch there, a bit of a back bend. Exhale, bring your nose towards your left knee towards your nose. Inhale, lifting chest, lifting left foot all the way up. Exhale, nose to knee, rounding the back here. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. And hold it there. Now from here, just for a sense of balancing, right hand is going to reach back. And just see if you can find your foot behind you. Sometimes it's a little bit of a search. Kick the foot back. move the chest forward. Kick the shin back. Move the heart forward. And release. Let's go for the other side. Right leg extends. Bend your right knee. And then from there, inhale, you're gonna move the chest forward. And then lift it up. Exhale, bring nose to knee. You're rounding the spine. Push the hands down. Inhale, drag the chest forward, arching. And exhale, knee towards nose, rounding the spine last time. Inhale into that arch. We're going to stay there. Left arm is going to reach back. Keep your balance there between your right hand and your left leg. See if you can find your foot. Once you got your foot, kick the foot back. And then if you use your hands down to the floor to pull the chest forward a little bit more. And then let's release that. Okay, so now take a deep inhale. You're going to scoop the chest forward into an arch. We're going to work with that Uddiyana breath. Exhale out through the mouth. Round the back. Hold your breath out. Pull belly in and up. Then from there, hold the breath. Come forward and move into a plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Breathing in. And I'm breathing out. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward, halfway up. Exhale, deepening your forward fold. Now a little bend your knees. Hug the thumbs back together. Hook the thumbs back together. Inhale, lift up. Arching maybe up and back. Pull the thumbs away. Exhale, folding forwards. Interlink the fingers behind the back. Release your arms, fingers down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, come forward plank. Exhale, knees down, chest chin down, hug elbows in. Inhale, cobra, little lift of the chest, slide forward. Exhale, moving back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting forward into plank, option of knees down. Exhale, chaturanga, this time come down as one. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. One more deep inhale. Exhale, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step or float the feet forward, halfway up. Exhale, deepen forward fold. Little softening the knees, hook the thumbs together. Inhale, lift up into an arch, go up and back. Exhale, fold forward, interlink the fingers behind your back. Inhale, fingers down, halfway up. Exhale, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Knees down. Exhale, chest chin down, elbows squeezing in. Inhale, come forward, cobra, sliding forward. Exhale, moving back, downward facing dog. One more time, come forward to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering down, elbows squeezing in. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Creating a little bit of heat. Keep that control over your breath. Feel that wrapping of the shoulders again. Lift the right leg up into a three-legged dog. Now from here, keep feeling your left hip, your left sitting bone reaching back, whilst the right hip opens. Then bend your right knee. Inhale, come forward with your shoulders, so your right leg is still up, and you come forward into plank. Now step your right foot behind you, so you are tipping over into a wild thing posture. Lift your chest, lift your arm as well. And then from here, keep your right arm up. We're going to come to a side plank, so you're going to bring your weight into your left foot and your left hand. And maybe the right leg wants to be placed on top of the left foot. Or the right leg can float up. Maybe hand onto the thigh. Can we press them together? Maybe the right leg wants to float up. Maybe you can find that foot. Now, in whatever means you want to get there, you're going to step your right foot all the way back to the front of the mat. So you're going to step it back into a lunge. If you've rolled over to the other side, pick yourself back up and just want to place yourself with the right foot in front, left heel reaching back. Bring your left knee down to the floor. I'm going to sink a little bit into our hips, into our legs here. Get your right arm to reach forward, as far forward as you can. And from there, we're going to open the right arm back. So we're opening the chest. Keep the hips moving forward. Your right arm spirals back, so you get a bit of an opening there of the chest. Maybe you want to even let the head drop back there. Roll the right shoulder back. Create that bit of a spiral there to the hand. And from here, the right arm is going to reach up, above our head. Find the floor again. Find the front of the mat. We're going to push the hips back. Stretching into that right leg, into a bit more of a nomad's pose. Half split. We're just going to loop that action. So let your hips move forward. Sink. Reach your right arm forward. Lift your right arm all the way open and back. Keep the hips moving forward. And from there, you're going to bring your right hand back out in front. Move your hips back into that split. One more time. Move your hips forward, right arm forward. And from there, open the chest. Now stay here. See if you can lift your back foot, which will be your left leg up. You're going to grab with your right hand your left foot. You can kick that foot back and then spiral the chest up. Roll your right shoulder back. If it feels uncomfortable to grab the foot, you can also just keep reaching there. Let's release that. Bring your hands down. Extend your back leg. Lower the left heel down to the floor. Now this might be where you want to use your brick or your improvised brick there. Place it underneath your right hand. You can also have it on the floor. Coming up into Parsvakonasana. So we're going to roll that left shoulder up and back. And then reach it forward. Press down through your left leg so the hips can move further forward. Now press the arm to the inside of the leg and the inside of the leg back into your arm. So you can use that restriction there to roll back. Almost like you're rolling back onto your right thigh. From there, look forward towards your right foot. We're going to reach forward with the right hand. You might need to take your brick with you there. Half moon. So a little bit of a hop there to come forward onto your right foot. Your right hand will be in line a little bit with your little toe. Maybe the left hand wants to be on the hip, arm up. You can also bend the left knee and see if you can find some binding. Just checking how that balance is working for you in the morning. Don't worry if there's wobbles. Just waking up the body. Release. Now from here, we're going to go in slow motion, matrix style. You're going to bend your right knee, reach the left leg back, lift yourself up into a warrior two there. Finding the ground, again, whatever happens, just come back to warrior two. And from there, we're going to move our weight back into Skandasana. So we're going to bend into the left knee, fold into the left hip, and just sink. Again, you can use your hands there to be up a bit higher. So you can find your own way, what works for you. Opening the legs a bit wider, maybe the heel is up. That's absolutely fine. And from here, bring your hands down. You're going to lift the hips up and just turn that right foot in. We're going to come to a straddle here. So you're facing the long side of the mat. Maybe heel toe the feet a bit close together. If you are in a massive split there, and just fold. Relax the neck, walk your hands between your feet. Feel that you can press the four corners of your feet down. And then feel your sitting bones reaching up. It's okay to have those knees bend there. And then feel that you can lift the inner thighs up. So the inner thighs are hugging up towards the bones. Drag your chest down. And then we're going to walk the hands forward. Inhale halfway up. Now, just to confuse you more, we're going to walk the hands towards the back of the mat. So we're going to have a little bit of a different view here. Spiral your feet to the back of the mat as well. So you will have your left foot in front, your right heel back. You'll be facing the other side of the room. Great. Hopefully we're all there. Let the hips drop, send the arms all the way up into your high lunge. Interlink the fingers and then flip the palms up. Sink down a little bit more. Now on your inhale, you're going to push the ground away and lift high up into your legs. On your exhale, you're going to sink down. deflate. Inhale, push the ground away, lift all the way up, press up through your palms. Exhale, deflate, sink down, fall down into your hips. One more time, inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, sink down. Bring your right knee down to the floor. Let your right elbow hook over your left thigh. Left hand into your right hand. We're going to take a twist, a spiral, a lungy twist here. What are they called again? Twisting lunge. A lungy twist. You know what I mean. We're just twisting towards the left side. Yeah, you can make up your own name for this. The twister. It's quite nice to breathe into your back. You might want to feel that you can extend it back like a bit more. And from here, hands down. Keep your right knee down to the floor or bring it back down if it was up. And then from here, just going to let the hips reach down and forward. Arms are reaching up. Now use your deep breath here. You're going to press down with your left foot and your left heel. On your inhale, lift your ribs up. When you exhale, you can start to reach your arms a little bit back behind your ears, but let your lower ribs slide down into the belly. Couple of those. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms reach back, lower ribs slide down. One more. Bring your hands down. Step back into downward dog. We are now on the other side. Don't worry, I will bring you back around. Just feel your breath coming and going. And just enjoy your different perspective here on your mat. I'm going to send the left leg all the way up. Open your left hip. And then from there, keep sending your right sitting bone back. Wrap both shoulders. We're going to come forward into plank. So shoulders over the wrists. Step your left foot behind you. So we're coming to a wild thing posture. You can lengthen the right leg. Lift the hips, lift the chest. Maybe send the left arm all the way over. You can reach for the floor as well if you want. Then from here, we're going to find a balance in our side plank. So bring your weight back into your right hand and your right foot. Maybe you're going to keep the toe down. Maybe foot on top of the other foot. Maybe left leg floats up, left hand into the left thigh. Or if you want, you can have a little bit of a dance there. You can grab your left foot. Now you're going to step your left foot forward to the front of the mat in any means to get it there. So you can even grab with your left hand your left foot. Step it forward. Bring your right knee down. We're going to reach the left arm forward as far as we can. And we're going to rotate it back. We're now opening the chest. Bring your left hand back. Frame your left foot. Move your hips back. Just going to lengthen into that left hamstring. Into like a half split nomad's pose. Hips move forward. Back into that lunge. Left arm reaches out. Send your left arm back. You can just apply your own breath here. So just keep breathing mindfully. And send the left hand back. Frame around your left foot. Move the hips back. Sink. One more time. Let the hips come forward. Reach your left arm forward. Reach it back. And this time we're going to bring the right foot up. So you're bending your right knee. And see if you can bind there. If that does not feel nice, you can also just reach. What we want to create is a bit of an opening to the chest. You're going to kick the foot back. Lift the chest up. Roll the shoulders back. Let's release that. Tuck your toes under. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. You can use your brick if it's not on the other side of the room. So left hand down to the inside of the left foot, right heel down. Parsvakonasana. Right arm reaches up. Now you can press your left arm against your left leg and your left leg against your arm. So you're building some resistance there. Now use that anchoring point to roll back so you feel the right side of the body opening. Maybe the right arm wants to reach forward. And looking down, just out in front of your left foot, we're going to wander forward into our half moon balance. So if you move your weight into your left foot, left hand out in front of your left foot, right hip on top of the left, and there's your half moon. Hand can be on the hip, hand can be up. Or if you want, you can bend your right knee. Might be some clicking going on. I always have that in the morning. And release your right foot. We're going to step the right foot back and then in matrix style, slowly lift up into your warrior 2. Keep moving the weight back to your right leg. You're going to fall into your right leg, right hip into Skandasana. It might be that you need to use your hands there just to lower yourself down, or like me, if you just need to adjust yourself. The heel can be up. You can have the hands down, hips up. We just allow ourselves to sink here. Feel a bit of a stretch to the inner left thigh. Hands come down. Use that to lift the hips up. Coming to straddle. So you're going to turn the feet slightly in. Have the heels wider than the big toes. And yes, of course, you can bend your knees here. So really just take a moment to feel into your own body, especially in the morning's time. How does the body feel? Where can we lengthen? Where do we soften? Where do we engage a bit more? Maybe you can walk the hands a little bit further in between the feet. Maybe you can press the heels down and then push them out to the side. If you imagine you're standing in these kind of French doors, you're pressing against the frames of those big French doors. And walk your hands forward. It's time to come back to the front of the mat. So you're going to walk the hands towards the right. You're going to come to the front of your mat, so back to our original position. Your right foot spirals forward, your left heel reaches back. Now from there, let your hips sink. You're going to send the arms up. You should be back to your original front, right leg in front, left leg reaching back. Interlink the fingers, palms flip up. Inhale, lifting high on top of your legs. Exhale, sink down. Let your hips sink down, bending to the knees. Inhale, push down to lift up. Lift the palms up as well. Exhale, deflate. Inhale, push down, lift up. And exhale, sink. From here, we're going to bring the hands in front of the heart. Twist towards the right. Left elbow hooks over the right thigh. Maybe bring your left knee down if you want to focus more on the twist itself. If you feel like I want to energize through my legs a bit more, you lengthen the back leg. The nice thing from twists here, I find that you can really get into your back here with your breath. So explore breathing into the back of the ribs and into the lower back. Release. Bring your hands down, sinking the hips down towards that front heel. Bring your back knee down if it was up. Lunge with the arms up. Inhale, lifting chest. Exhale, reaching arms back. Let your lower ribs slide down, connected to your core. Press down to your right foot. Inhale. Exhale. And bring your hands down. We're going to step into a downward facing dog. Spread your hands. Even turn the hands slightly out. Then bend your elbows. And we're going to come to a turbo dog. So bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows in. Okay, relax the neck still. So you feel that wrapping action of your shoulders. The outer armpits wrapping around towards the front. We're going to bring the elbows down. Maybe simultaneously, you might need to do it one by one. We're going to come to a dolphin here. Walk your feet forward. Lift your hips up. Now it might be that you need to interlink your fingers here if that feels better for your shoulders. You can also keep the palms down. Now lift up. Press down through forearms. Feel your ribs moving away from your shoulders. Lift your core away from your ribs. You might need to lift one leg up. You might want to float a little bit, so you want to bring your weight forward and move it more into a forearm balance there. Maybe into a split forearm balance. Maybe change your leg that was up. Whoopee. Going over if you want. Or you change it where you came from. Whoopa. And you bring your left leg up. So it's just about just having a little bit of fun there. Just engaging. Maybe the left leg is up by now. And you can bring it back down. Bring your knees down. Just take a moment to fold forward into your child's pose. Connecting back with your breath. And then from there, come up to sitting. We're gonna come. We're gonna it was a bit wrapped in the wire there. So we're gonna come and lay back down onto our back. Just let yourself come down. Just had to move my speaker box there. Right, so you're just gonna lay down to the back, and we're gonna take a bridge here. Let your arms rest down by your side. Press down through your feet. You're gonna lift the hips all the way up into your bridge. Feel the chest moving towards the chin. Feel your thighs reaching forward away from your hip sockets. And then slowly roll back down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. Take a moment just to lay down. Chest open. Keep feeling the floor underneath you. I'm gonna go for a second back bend here. We can make this into a wheel pose if we want, or we can do another bridge. So you can feeling what your shoulders and back feel ready for. Bring your hands next to your ears if you're going for wheel. And just trying to work out what my wire is here. And gonna lift up into your bridge or wheel. Nice deep breaths. Now if you're in wheel, it could be quite nice to bend your knees a little bit and sink. Inhale, push with your feet down to the floor and move your chest away from your feet so you can lengthen your legs even a bit. Exhale again, sink back, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen the legs, push your chest forward. Exhale, sink down into your knees, folding. And then inhale, push the floor away. Lift the chest one more time. Exhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press down through your feet. Move the chest towards the back. And then bring the head down. Slowly roll down or come out of your bridge. Take a moment just to relax onto your back. Might be nice to let the knees fall together. Close your eyes. And just notice all the things you're feeling, the sensations that are there. And if you just observe them, you notice that they sort of come and go. So nothing is really permanent. If you don't know what to feel, don't worry, you can just feel your breath. Just simply feel the ground underneath you. You might feel that your heart is speeding up a little bit from back bending. Right. And from here, just hug your knees in towards your chest and open your legs a bit out to the side. Lifting feet, hands can grab the feet or the ankles. And then we're going to come to a happy baby pose. So you can pull down a bit onto your feet there. Now, you can have the hips coming out of the ground. Sometimes it's quite nice actually to push the hips slightly back down into the ground. It might be that you have to let go of your feet a little bit more. So they might not come all the way near your ears there, but they might be up a bit higher. Or just feeling that you can press the tailbone and the crown of the head, the back of the head down to the floor. And from there, release your legs. Place the feet down to the floor. Drag your shoulder blades down. And let's slowly make our way into Shavasana. If you feel that your spine needs something else here, like maybe you want to windscreen wipe your legs a little bit from side to side, or you just want to hug your knees in towards your chest a bit longer after back bending, you can. And closing your eyes here in Shavasana. And then just really give yourself some time here. So give yourself this laying down moment, this resting moment, as a little bit of a present for yourself, a gift to yourself. After all that moving around, all that shifting around in these contorted poses, to take that moment to unwind. And finding a sense of stillness. You might notice that within that stillness there's plenty to explore. Maybe it's that contact between the body and the ground. relationship between you and gravity that's pulling you down. Are you feeling that space around you? Maybe exploring the space within you. Might notice the breath without you pushing, without you having to control it. Just simply moving in and out of the body. Connecting the outer space with the inner space. Just allow yourself to be, to rest. I just want you to feel for your ankles softening. And see if you can start to bring that into your other joints as well. So your knee joints, hip joints, all those little joints in the spine. So that everything just feels a little bit more soft, less held, less put together. Shoulders, elbows, wrist, all the little joints in your fingers. The jaw, often an area where we hold tension. So you can just allow your mouth to open a little bit if you want. If you want, you can stay here for longer. Just give yourself some more minutes just to lay down. Maybe you're ready to slowly wake yourself back up. So in that case, you could just move your fingers, move your toes. Just wake yourself up. Maybe you want to take a nice stretch. When you're ready, you roll to your right side. And then keep that softness that you've just been finding, that sense of calmness. So you're not jerking yourself around there. Use your hands to come up with a nice soft spine, a soft neck. And you're just finding a cross-legged position. Place your head above your tailbone. Shoulders soften. Just close your eyes or keep them closed for a bit longer. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Let's see if you can lift your heart up towards your thumbs. You feel that opening around your chest. Open your eyes. Thank you very much for practicing with me today and to start your morning with a yoga practice. Namaste. Thank you.